Hi everyone, my name is Doug, and today I just want to show you a little something here. I'm sure a lot of you guys recognize this. It's an AMA Cub. It's a free flight model. It's sold by SIG Manufacturing, and during this awful COVID-19 stay-at-home thing, sometimes you're just desperately looking for something to do with yourself. So I pulled one of these out. I had a couple of them laying here, and I pulled one of these out and I constructed it one night, and went down to the local ball field the next day and was throwing it around, rubber band powered, and had myself a good old time because they fly terrific. But as I was walking home, I thought to myself, boy, it would be nice to be able to fly this a little longer. And I remembered a couple of years ago, a fellow by the name of Tim Bailiff, I think his name was. He turned one of these into a little park flyer. And I thought to myself, hey, I got the parts for this at home. I could do the same thing. So I pulled them out and went back to the drawing board and completed this in a couple of nights' time. I had to build myself a rudder and an elevator. He built his out of foam. I didn't have any suitable foam here at home, so I made it out of the same size sticks that this entire free flight model is made out of, and some tracing. I used some tracing paper as sort of tissue paper for the side of the control surfaces. And other than that, as you can see, it's just a Spectrum or the same brick that you would see in either a Park Zone Ember or Vapor, and the same motor, and a 1S 180 milliamp little stick pack here. You know, in this article, this fella Tim, he said that this was a pretty easy it was an easy model to build and an easy model to fly, and he nicknamed it the Cub-cake. And since it's not an original idea, I certainly am not going to rename it, but I certainly am excited about giving it a try, and hopefully it will fly as good as he did in his article. You know, if you guys want to take a little closer look at that. So that's my story, and I'm gonna take it outside and give it a throw, and hopefully you guys you'll think it's kind of worth the effort if you got nothing else to do with yourselves. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so here we are around the block at the local ball field. I'm going to give this a little toss for you so you can see how nice it goes. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you this was the first flight because I didn't want to bore you with all the CG nonsense and the trimming and all that other stuff, but otherwise you might have seen me toss it into the turf. But now that it's got all the kinks ironed out, goes pretty good. Check this out. Unfortunately, you got to bear with me a little bit because it's a little breezy tonight, and this thing weighs only about a half an ounce. So it's getting tossed around a little bit. But despite the light air, it's handling it pretty well. Whoops. Okay, so there you go. There's the Cub-cake. And if you got some spare parts laying around, if you don't have this airplane, you can get it from SIG Manufacturing. I think they sell them for like $6 and change. This, since I had one of these here, and the parts just cost me virtually nothing. So, you know, it's pretty cheap fun. and it's something you can use, you know, right in your backyard if you're a good flyer. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for watching.